Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, this is all we know now about Tim Norman after everything has come out in the open. Now, the star of the reality show, Sweetie Pie, has been accused in a murder for hire plot, which resulted in the murder of his 21-year-old nephew back in 2016. Now, James, also known as Timothy Norman, is the son of Sweetie Pie's owner, Miss Robbie Montgomery. Now, the victim, Andre Montgomery Jr., is Miss Robbie's grandson. Now, welcome to Sweetie Pie's aired for 5 seasons on the OWN network. Now, the first episode of the show came out in 2011. Now, the story of Tim Norman has made national headlines all over. But now this is what we know so far. Now, on August 18th, James Timothy Norman, 41, was charged with conspiracy to use interstate commerce facilities in the commission of a murder for hire, resulting in death in connection with the March 2016 murder of his nephew, 21-year-old Andre Montgomery Jr. Now, Terica Ellis, who has ties to St. Louis but lived in Memphis, an exotic dancer who investigators said was Norman's accomplice, was arrested and charged with the same crime. Now, Andre Montgomery's murder. Now, he was killed by gunfire at 3964 National Bridge Avenue in the city of St. Louis on March 14, 2016, around 8 p.m. The day Montgomery died, Norman and Ellis bought and activated temporary cell phones at the same store and then communicated on them all day. Now, court document says Ellis also used the cell phone to communicate with Andre Montgomery and learn where he was for the purpose of luring him outside. Now, immediately after learning Montgomery's location, Ellis placed a call to Norman. Now, Montgomery was then shot and killed. Now, Ella's phone location information placed her in the vicinity of the murder at the time of the homicide. Now, after the murder, Ellis called Norman and began traveling to Memphis. Now, in the days after the murder, Ellis deposited $9,000 in cash into various bank accounts, which was in the negative the day before. Now, on March 18, 2016, Norman contacted the life insurance company to try to collect on the life insurance policy he had obtained for his nephew. Now, because he could not hand over the information they needed, he was not given the money. Now, in an episode of the reality show, Miss Robbie Remembered Andre. It showed the best moments from the show that featured Andre. Now, in one clip, Andre thanked Miss Robbie for allowing him to move in with her and pushed him to graduate from high school. And the next scene, the family breaks down as they talk about Andre's murder. Now, also, Andre's high school graduation was featured on the show. He graduated in 2013, and you could see Tim Norman in the attendance of his graduation ceremony. Now, Robbie said, "We tried to give him a better life, and he lost his life," in an interview with Oprah after his 2016 murder. Now, during a past interview with Oprah Winfrey Network, Tim went to the location that Andre Montgomery was murdered with his mother, and he also gave the network an interview. Now, he said, "We've lost a lot of family members here on this Andre as of late." Now, Norman insurance agent, he was indicted. Now, according to court documents, in 2014, Norman obtained a $450,000 life insurance policy on his nephew, Andrew Montgomery, on which Norman was the sole beneficiary. Now, on August the 20th, the grand jury also charged Norman and his insurance agent, Well Rebihi Yagin, 42, of St. Louis, with one count of conspiracy to commit wire and mail fraud. Now, federal complaints and arrest warrants were previously issued for Norman and Ellis, who were both arrested earlier this week. Now, according to the Associated Press, Yagaman, who is not charged in the alleged murder for hire plot, he is an insurance agent, but in 2002, he was one of the producers of Nellyville, an album by St. Louis rapper Nelly. Now, the indictment alleges that prior to Montgomery's murder, Tim conspired with Yagnan to fraudulently obtain a life insurance policy on Montgomery. Now, according to court documents, Norman and Yagnan submitted 3 separate life insurance applications beginning October 2014. Now, all applications contain numerous false statements regarding Andre's income, net worth, medical history, employment, and family background. Now, in the life insurance policy that was ultimately issued, Norman obtained a $200,000 policy as well as a $200,000 accidental death rider that would pay out in the event that Montgomery died of something other than natural causes, and a $50,000 10-year term rider that would pay out if Montgomery died within 10 years of the policy in 2014. Now, if convicted, according to a release from the Department of Justice, if Tim is convicted of a conspiracy to commit murder for hire resulting in the death, the penalty is life imprisonment or death penalty of 20 years in prison and a fine of $250,000. Now, many were shocked over the allegations. Now, in St. Louis, they asked a lot of people, such as the vice president of public safety of the Urban League in the community, James Clark. He said he was very, very shocked with this news. I remember Tim as a very thoughtful and a very friendly young man. I worked with him as he reached out at-risk men and women in St. Louis metropolitan area. He was very, very supportive of individuals who were coming out of incarceration. Now, the entire St. Louis metropolitan, and particularly the African American community, we are reeling at the situation. We love Miss Robbie. We love the entire family. She has been a pillar in our community. This is a time where we're looking not for answers, but we're looking to show love, Clark said. Now, one customer of Sweetie Pie's was stunned about the allegations. She said, "To hear this is crazy. I would have never thought this would happen in a million years." Now, her name is Kelly Smith, a regular Sweetie Pie customer. "I think we have to let the investigation play out. My heart goes out to Miss Robbie," said April Williams, who is actually another frequent customer. Now, Tim Norman remains in a Mississippi jail, and there's no word when they're going to extradite him back to St. Louis. I tell you guys, it's just like a bad dream, and I'm sure it is for Robbie's family and actually his mother also, and her family. I tell you. Mm, mm, mm. Well, all I can say is please continue to pray for Miss Robbie and Andre's mother. I had her name, but I forgot where it is. I'll have it on this picture right here, because this is his mother. And, from the other video that I did, I found out that allegedly he told his mom that if anything happened to him, if he died, it would probably be Tim doing it. Yeah. So, for him to make that statement, now, remember, Tim had this insurance on him for 2 years. Now, you know that he didn't want to wait 2 years. I mean, just think, he's got to pay this high policy premium every month. So, who's to say if he hadn't been trying to make murder attempts on the boy? And that's why he's told his mom that. We don't know. Because most of the time, when someone puts insurance on you and do a murder for hire, it's not going to last 2 years. They want to do it as quickly as possible to get that money. All right, guys, what do you think? Just press that comment button and we'll chat. All right. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that you will like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, in party, be blessed, y'all. Bye.